Yeah, we face it constantly. African writers face it constantly. It's an expectation everywhere, and many of us, many of us have spoken out against it, including myself. I like to have the freedom to write about what I want to write about as a creative artist. I also think it's a problem in sociopolitical terms because it's part of the way people see Africa, which comes from what they have received through the media and through um, uninformed reports, which is not to say that there isn't poverty in Africa. There is poverty in Africa, but often people don't get to see anything else but that. And for example, there's a song in Britain that has been sung by a group of celebrities to raise money for Africa. And there's been a lot of controversy about it recently because it's a song that it kind of is an adaptation of one that came out in the 80s by Bob Geldof and some other collaborating artists. And it was I think the chorus of the song is, "Do they know it's Christmas time at all?" And at the time, I just couldn't believe the lyrics of that song, and I've been flabbergasted that anybody would want to rehash that song, with even one word from the original script in it. Because to me, that song is a very good example of exactly what you're talking about, which is this single story, as Chimamanda Adichie called it, about Africa. And I really am disappointed that, in 2014, these very narrow perspectives of Africa are still being widely promoted among the Western media. The Writers Project of Ghana, we try to create a platform for upcoming writers. And one of the things that we do is we run a weekly radio show where we air new talent or existing talent. We really, let all kinds of people come forward. I mean, people who have something to share. You don't have to have been published. You don't have to have a track record. You just have to want to share your work and have written something. We've featured playwrights and writers, actors, and we also have a monthly reading series where we do feature published writers, and they can interact with an audience and read their work. We're going to run a workshop this month for writers who want to write a novel. And so it's activities like that. There's also been a book club. It's basically anything and everything that's going to encourage a culture of reading and writing, and also to bring out new voices, because that can be very difficult. I think sort of coming out as a writer and trying to join the writing community, trying to put your work out there, can be a very daunting thing to do. And sometimes you just don't know how to go about it. It's even if you're not daunted or you're not afraid, how to go about it can be very, very, there is no clear-cut path. And so an organization like that tries to sort of light up the path for new writers. Well, young adult literature in Ghana is coming up in recent years. There are a few prizes which have been instituted for young adult writing, and one of them is the Burt Award. That's the one that I wrote the Kaya Girl for. And there's also the Golden Baobab Award. That's not just in Ghana, that's for Africa. And actually the Burt Award is run in a number of countries in Africa, at least 5 now, I think. And these awards have encouraged a lot of writing for young adults in recent years in Ghana. Other than that, the publishing industry in general is not as vibrant as here. So there is quite a lot of writing, but much of it never gets published, and much of what is published doesn't reach a very wide audience.